Breaded Fish is a short poem which describes an experience of the speaker whose desire to eat roasted fish was on one occasion completely crushed and frustrated. The housekeeper, who might have been the poet's mother, had prepared some breaded fish for him and had even thrust one piece into his mouth with the very rod on which it had been roasted. But the speaker pushed the breaded fish back because he found himself unable to eat it. The reason for his feeling of revulsion was that a certain memory had suddenly risen in his mind. It was the memory of a half naked, dead woman lying on the beach. The dead body was partially covered with a piece of cloth about a yard in length. It had then occurred to him that the woman's dead body had been breaded by the grained indifference of sand. The sight of that dead body had made him imagine that the dead body was being eaten by the fish. And this idea had greatly upset and agitated him. Now, when the housekeeper or the mother had thrust some breaded fish into his mouth, he found it impossible either to eat it or even to continue sitting there. That memory had risen in his mind like a coiled snake, raising its hood on a piece of land overgrown with grass and shrubs. This poem is based upon an actual personal experience of the poet. When he was yet a boy, and when his mother had thrust a piece of breaded fish into his mouth, and though eager to eat it, he could not do so because of a sudden recollection of the sight of a half naked dead woman lying on the beach. The poem shows that a strong desire in a human being, even if the desire be a wholesome one, may be frustrated by a recollection of something horrifying or grim. The simile in the poem, as a hood of memory like a coil on a heath, is a striking one. It offers to our eyes a most vivid, though horrifying picture. Most of us are terribly afraid of snakes, and this picture of snake with its hood raised is certainly dreadful. The poem as a whole is intensely dramatic and makes a powerful impact on us. The poem has also been praised for its terseness of diction and the consummate skill with which Ramanujan has introduced rhyme and assonance in it. Apart from its sharply edged, crystallized images and the disciplined handling of language in it, the poem shows indeed Ramanujan's great talent for condensing his material. In just 12 lines, he has compressed certain human feelings, an awful picture of a dead woman, a picture of the sea beach with its sand, and the picture of a snake on a heath, apart from the picture of the mother trying to force the young boy to eat the breaded fish which he is resisting.